Okay, let's get started.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir.
While searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
Okay, so let's go have a chat with the Baron.
Lightning strike.
I don't feel like that was on fire when I was here before.
Hi, all of you! Castle's on fire! Fire!
Come on.
Slow now. Whoa.
Oswin! Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable! We've got to save him! He'll burn alive! Him and the horses!
See what I can do.
Hurry now! Quick!
I like this book, he doesn't give a shit.
Damn it. Lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
Hey, watch it, you clown. Oh, freak. Oh!
You just...
Hey, yeah.
Calm yourself. It's a challenge for carnage, rather not end up in a...
Oswin? Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
Damn it. Lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
I think I broke it.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
Where? Honest to God, I have no idea where this guy is.
My brother! He's still in the stable!
Damn it. Lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
What door?
Oswin, my brother. He's still in the stables. Save him! It's getting worse and worse. Time to leave the place. This day is
That's completely wrong.
Lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
We've a hero in our midst. You've earned yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah!
That idea. They ran from you, didn't they?
I'm already the champion in Velen, Baron. Ow.
We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
Expect me to believe you are a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Gotta admit, I do think you're a prick. Not because you couldn't control them, but because you drove them away.
What?
Don't play the idiot. You gave them no choice.
Anna and I. It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
All right, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and a pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
Details you don't need to know. There's a bond of blood between this creature and your wife and daughter. I can use that bond to find them.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Gross. Super gross. Nasty. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrett, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets ploughing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Spectres. Botchling's scent attracted them. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family. Need to hurry.
On with it.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it.
Good. The great.
What's...
I don't need to see this all again. Oh my god, there it is.
Take it.
Lubberkin.
It'll put. Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Hungry specters. Botulin's scent attracted them.
Do something! He's writhing something fierce. Can't hold it. Calm it somehow. Oh. Quiet now. But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family. Need to hurry.
On with it. For the weight of
Damn it.
like a dafty. It worked. It stopped.
Chosen a name?
No.
So think of one. It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her? What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Daya should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Let's have a little meditate. Just an hour.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Holy Jeebus, he's fast.
Fancy an outing to find that she-beast?
Been the Smiths, lads. Get to one.
Help! No! Folk don't object to your white milk. Fucking shit! Let me live. You white ones look like you got soused last night too.
You, white one. Think your two swords can take on 40?
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more.
Damn it. Let's continue. Fuck me.
Here, lead.
Box on a lot of you.
Time to water the horses.
How may I assist you?
Need some armor.
I do need some armor. Spike Rug, Akaton. Very expensive.
So long.
Bye. What if we just take some random not roads? This
Let me live. It's ploughing, pouring again.
This downpour's a bastard, it is.
Run, Roach. Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more. Good. Run, Roach.
Well, that reminds me, I should level up. Or at least look at what that allows me to do. 8, 9.
Come on, Roach.
Necrophages had a field day. Still need a closer look.
Fuck me. I did the thing. They're gross. They're very gross. But you know, the Baron did the right thing. And you just have to kind of nudge him to keep him on course. I was hoping the lubberkin would be not gross. But we weren't that lucky.
Necrophages had a field day. Still need a closer look.
I like that silver.
Should examine that horse carcass.
Get out of here. You don't get to join until you get to join.
What do we have here?
Not a second sooner, bub. What do we have here? Probably ribs.
Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks.
There's also a saddle
Chewed
on
on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Bones have been here a while.
Bones have been here a while.
Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength.
Let's summarize.
Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him.
Ooga booga.
Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Shame the Baron's wife and daughter are dead because of that Ooga booga. What is Geralt like making a horse noise so much? I don't understand.
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Just walk in the door with my sword out. Sup,
Who's
fuckers?
that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of our father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the Crow's Perch with the Baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
Not a one.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
'Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come.
Couldn't see
Began
past
to
2
fear some
L's.
demon had snatched them. But finally, they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burn with raw fire.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I'd a debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara alerted it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Thanks for your help.
So we don't know that she's
She'll
dead,
be
we
all
just
right in the
don't
end,
know
won't she?
if she's okay.
I'll do what I can to see that she is. So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Back to the castle. So you're still interested in playing They Were Here?
Come on, Roach. Hey there.
Hey, you sell me things.
Spot of cider for you? Or a bit of dry...
Like to take a look.
Are they interested? Yeah, see if they want to, and then I'm game to start right away on that. My money. Okay. Forehead.
Farewell.
Giddy up.
I don't know if I'm gonna stream The Witcher too much longer.
What is that?
Just because I was streaming Code Vein for a while and I'm getting a little restless and hungry. Even though I took a break from food.
What's that you're muttering?
Oh, I see. Oh, I thought you meant like The Witcher in general. You just mean right now, though. Oh, okay.
Time to
Yeah,
water the
yeah.
horses.
Now, how do I mute the Twitch stream?
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
The
Won't ever
you
forget
hit
that.
the mute the Twitch stream
Yeah.
button.
I'm grateful.
I know what to do. There we go. Is that working?
No, it's not for me to say.
Actually, that's true. I should know. Oh, you did rescue the stable hand. Good on you.
Witcher. A word.
I went in there, and it was like, "Help me! I'm under the roof." And then I opened the door, and everyone was happy.
Excellent.
What is it?
After I died in there like 3
ordered
times.
everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
Baron's a sad, sad man. What's up, bro?
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, are called birds of paradise in Zerrikania.
So, Bo's home.
Tamara
He's,
called them dragons of paradise.
by the sounds, I would say a tentative yes for
She
Monster
adored
Hunter.
them. Damn shame I'll never
Attentive,
learn which
yes.
blooms would please Daya most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No, not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned felon. In this hole. This Reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Oh, so now suddenly Velen's swamps aren't great and awesome and stuff?
Got some information about your family.
You've learned
Oh,
something.
was he praising it before?
Yeah, he talked
go
it
inside.
up when you
Be
first met him.
cheered out.
His perspective's changed quite a bit, I'd say. Having to,
Now that his dead
Any news
baby's
for
dead.
me?
yes.
Your daughter's in
Now that his
Lucifer.
dead baby is gone,
What the
they just had to
blazes?
bury his dead
She
daughter
all right?
and
In
name
health?
his dead daughter.
Safe?
Again,
Why
but he
don't you
didn't
bring
bury
her
it.
back?
Oh wait, I guess he did just kind of
Never
shallow
offered
grave.
to
Yeah,
do that.
that's right.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her.
I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
That much I can
I'll
do.
go, but only because I personally want to see that she is
Take
actually.
this. Call it enticement.
Ah, excellent.
This might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both.
So he always just
What
swam
if
to the
Anna
river to
learned
get to
anything?
her, and always went to
Nothing
her
yet,
first.
But I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest.
Oh yeah, Reese. So when you're
Flashback.
yeah, when you're playing a
Pure
Ciri the
rock
first
in the
time, you know when
flesh.
you're looking at the body and
hunt
trying to
down a
figure out
wild
what
boar
killed it.
that size. Why,
Yeah.
worthy
If you don't
of
examine every
Fulton's
part, Ciri
feast.
thinks it's a fiend, and you'll make the wrong oil, and you'll do less damage against the werewolf.
Oh, really?
Say,
Yeah, you also have to gather different
our
ingredients.
haunt should
It's
be
pretty cool.
yours as I see it.
Oh, you
I
done
don't think
well,
I used
lass.
any oil in it.
Not bad.
Unless
Not bad
Otto
at
does
all.
it.
But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
It does.
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
Oh, I get to choose things too.
Yeah.
At Kaer Morhen,
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads as I recall.
they made an exception for me.
Right. Mean to say you're a she-witcher?
Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there.
Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit.
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman can swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
What happened? You get the jitters?
Fucking bitch.
No.
Coward.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
You stupid chump.
You know, I wonder I wonder what happens if you lose. I can't remember if I botched it deliberate. No, I didn't. But, yeah.
Why would you botchling it?
Which reminds me, I'm pretty sure that's not a silver sword she has.
It's shaped like Geralt's silver sword.
It is.
As far as the guard goes, anyway.
The day dawns.
Also,
Ready?
do I ever get a different silver sword, or
As ever.
is the one Geralt has the one I'm stuck with?
No, you can get all kinds of silver swords. The thing is, they're a lot harder to come across because only like master merchants deal with silver swords. Because they're in the lore, they're legendary. They're like top-notch stuff, and mostly not entirely, but it's pretty much just the Witcher's schools that know how to forge them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a very difficult technique. Oh, almost went off the road there.
I did.
Or not off the road, but on the wrong road, I should say. So yeah, you can find some good ones. My personal favorite for my set is the Viper gear, because I like doing poison damage, and also the steel sword. is very very standard and symmetrical looking, and that always appeals to me.
Your wind.
And the Viper one's easy to find, but the
Worthy of
problem
best
is
horse.
it's
There is yours.
it's 4. What is it? It's only a level 4 set. It'll last weapons will last you a while in this, but after about maybe 6 levels, you should. That's the point where you just have to upgrade. If you're too far behind.
Wait, she has 2 swords now.
Does she?
She just had one on her back after she drew one.
She screamed like a mad woman.
Huh.
In an instant.
Oh, maybe it.
Major.
Maybe you just had it, or
Every
it
man
glitched
ran
and she
to
was
save
just
his
holding it
skin, even were it to
when you
break
got off
his
the
neck.
horse. I don't know. I wasn't watching too closely.
No, it was a different looking one from the one.
We're not so fortunate.
I don't know.
But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
Oh, he's a good storyteller too. He ends on a cliffhanger. He's like, "Oh, I've never seen anything like it," and then just stops.
But don't worry. I'll find Anna too.
That's all for now, folks.
Yeah. Oh, I beat my wife, and your daughter went this way.
If I beat him in Gwent, does he just tell me?
No. So, no. You think he cares so little about his family? He would just be like, ah, shit, lost that card game. Alright, I'll find it myself. No, if there's a Gwent game and it's yellow, you get a unique card after you win. And you don't wager, so you lose nothing if you lose.
Nilfgaardian garrison. Doesn't look that strong.
What of it? Even were I to attack,
But
come to a man,
if it's white,
others
that
will
means you
come
just
soon.
spent money on it.
Black ones will flood this land, take control before long. Sure as we've all got arseholes, they will.
Such a beautiful vocabulary.
How do you wind up here?
I love his beard, though.
It's no secret.
I love the
just
black
like
and
that he's
white.
a big fat dude.
I like that as well. I love his character design in general. Everything about him. Maybe not so much love the personality, but I love the writing behind him because he's such a hard character to sympathize with, but there's so much to be sympathetic about, but you don't want to because he's just a fucking bastard.
By the time we reached Crow's Perch, I commanded a sizable force.
Just march into the fortress. Make
It's one of
yourself
those
at home.
things, just
With Nilfgaard advancing, the local lord had fled, abandoned the Perch.
You find out why it's called the Bloody Baron
Once
yet?
this war's over and Nilfgaard's victorious, the Black Ones will grant me a title.
I have not found
And a self-proclaimed
why
Baron will cease.
he is done be called the Baron. What is bloody?
All right. I actually forgot who you asked about it. If you if you finish this storyline before without figuring out, I'll just tell you.
Yeah. Okay.
So long.
It's because he wears red, obviously.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I hadn't considered that possibility. So I'm just gonna straight up tell you that's not why, but I hadn't
No,
considered
that's why.
that.
You can't.
Okay.
You can't prove. You can't
You know,
prove
his
to
robe-
me any other possibility.
Once upon a time, my robes were white. He says.
Bathed in the blood of my enemies.
Yes. Wouldn't the blood have dried by now? I fell in tomatoes and it just stuck.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yep.
We did it.
Pretty sure it's an armor smith, but there is a smith outside you can make use of. And they give you a
Yeah.
quest, high level quest,
Hey,
and they'll. Oh, okay.
I got this armor I'm wearing from that guy.
Ah, okay.
It was expensive.
Ah. What do you think of it?
It's better than what I was wearing. I just want a curved silver sword to match my curved regular sword.
See, I don't think there's many.
Because they keep touching tips, and it bothers me.
So I don't think there's any curved silver swords that I'm aware of. There's a DLC where you can get some, not Zeracanian. What type of weapon is it? Can't remember.
A ragdoll.
I've never
A
seen this because I always
dolly.
went to it first. Oh, this'll be.
That's all.
Went to the village for the levy.
Huh.
I didn't choose between either of them yet. I have to choose which one to go to now. Okay.
He gets angry.
Yeah, well, the other one, it said you could go investigator in Oxenfurt. Or it's either keep searching for clues or go find, talk to Baron about his family. So what do you think when you came here and the place was on fire and he was just, like, piss drunk?
I was wondering why it was on fire, and then I meditated right here before I had to make a choice. Just because I wanted to know if there was any consequence to leaving it on fire for an hour.
Ah.
There wasn't.
Ah, okay. Did you feel good about just getting to kick the shit out of him for a second?
Yeah, well, he challenged the Fisticuffs champion of Velen, so of course he would lose.
Aye. Nice. I'm glad you did that. You did all the fighting. 'Cause, yeah, Fisticuffs champion. Ooh. There's still challengers in Oxenford and Novigrad. You have you still.
But I can't fight them until I stop being distracted by my swords touching.
Ah, yes.
Ah!
So I like how the scabbard looks for your steel sword, but there's one problem with it. If it rains, it'll rust.
Nope. Just
does it say what type of sword that is? Is it like Zeracanian or something like that, or is it just, you know?
Wild Hunt Warrior.
Ah. Did you go to that village with all the cannibal dogs yet?
I don't think so.
The snowy one?
Yeah. I didn't talk to anybody or do anything beyond what I had to do.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the guys were like, oh, 'twas the hunt was here. Everything turned cold, and it was cold. It was so chilly.
If they won't both bisected in the same way, I was gonna say that the way things get mutilated is interesting.
Hmm. Yeah.
But they both have the exact same mutilation. I'm less interested now.
Say, what do you mean?
They both had the exact same scar on their stomachs opened up when I killed them.
Ah, they can get like cut in half and other stuff.
No, I've seen that happen, but I was hoping it was just slightly more dynamic than the exact same.
Ah, I see. So you're hoping like, you know, one would be just a little more vertical and the other one would be a little more, or like horizontal kind of thing. Oh, okay. You know, it might be. But I was watching that one pretty close, and it looks like you finished with the same slice. That looks like Molly Arrow. Am I right? Look at it. I need to know. Oh, a Necker. Neckers, they're so dodgy. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm always nervous saying their name because it's just so close. It's 2 letters away from like the same sound. I'm like, I always like to call, like when they attack him, like, you dirty neckers, and then I'm like, never mind. So I just call them bloody neckers.
I just said those words.
Yeah.
I'm about to die.
You're about to die.
I'm 100% certain I am about to die.
Why?
He's like halfway through a dash at me.
Oh, I'm really far behind then. Oh, yeah. When you were talking about the Neckers, you were still looking at, like, you were just getting on your horse, like right after fighting the. Yeah, you just started fighting the Neckers now.
I'm about halfway through.
Yeah, you just killed the second one.
With the next 3 that comes after.
Hmm.
So that gourmet skill is blood and wine.
Do you not have blood and wine?
No.
Come on.
I thought you could only buy the. Oh. How long ago did you get it? Because it should all, like, the complete edition should.
You bought it for me.
You sure got the complete edition. Weird. Uh oh. Reese, you gotta get ready to dodge as soon as you're out of there. Just start spamming B because that necker is just about to get you. Are you in the pause menu right now? How far behind am I?
No, you're like, you must be a solid like 30 seconds.
Move it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was at the part where you were where you paused when the necker was halfway through the jump.
Nothing to do, eh?
Yeah, that's where I said, oh god, I'm gonna die.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm pretty far behind. There's some close calls. Like these neckers are like swinging and like just falling short, and it's like nerve-wracking. That was a good fight to watch. Because like one actually swung and it missed, like just went past your hips. So I was like, oh.
Can you rent nights at an inn here in this game?
You can't.
No.
You can just get food at inns.
Well, that's the same effect, I suppose. But I was hoping for a walk in and be done with it.
Ah, yes. Just to get some healing without having to eat.
Yeah.
You're on the
magic.
second highest difficulty, right?
I'm on the one where I don't heal for meditation.
Okay. I thought so. Then no ins, just food.
Oh, his head! Put it back.
Okay, so since they had that one for blood and wine, that makes sense because I personally feels that's a big one. Oh, did you find the looters here yet?
This is the first time I've been here.
On this bridge?
No, I'm past the bridge now.
Okay, did you talk to the looters there? Oh, they sell you a weapon? I can't remember if it's... I think it's just a really strong steel sword. It's fairly expensive though. I think it's like 400 crowns. You can also, of course, be like, you sicken me, you know, harvesting from the dead. And then I think you can just choose to just kill them and be like, aha, now I'll steal your sword from your body. I am righteous. That's one thing I always have such mixed feelings about, is looting bodies. It's like... Nowadays,
vigilante justice!
Like, stealing stuff off a buy that's very different from this world. Like, if you're in a battlefield, like... I've got, like, some feelings on bodies. Like, there's gotta be a sense of sacredness with the dead. But at the same time, there isn't really any logic behind it. But to me, that's not super important when it comes to that. And then, essentially where I draw the line is if they're holding it, or it's like directly on their person,
Geralt,
then no. Like if you're searching through their pockets and stuff, that's a little different. But if it's just like, you know, a sword that they dropped, something about swords, it just feels like there's some kind of unspoken rule that if you take somebody out, you have the right to their arms.
Yeah, I usually take a person's whole arm when I murder them.
Yeah, you know what? That's the thing, and you can't let it go waste, so you better eat it. You don't want the rot fiends getting it. Look at that drowner you took out. His head's like collapsed into his shoulders.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Are you still you took that one down by the docks? Are you still at the town? No. Okay. I'm so far behind.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up the stream and see if I can catch up.
What the fuck is that thing?
I'm so curious. Owl ghouls, yeah. So they're ghouls, but they've got spikes on them. So if you hit them, you take damage and you get you flinch. You can take them out with I think the.
I already saw that.
Yeah, there's a few other ways though. I'm trying to remember what they are. If you have Dimetrium bombs, those can disable their abilities.
I have a different one. I have like Serum or something.
Samum. That's I think that's blinding. Yeah. They can
Why does he heal so much?
Oh yeah, all ghouls heal. Not. When I say all ghouls, I mean ALL space ghouls. All ghouls heal, as well as Al ghouls.
Yeah, Al ghouls heal.
Yeah. All Al ghouls heal. I'm so far behind. I just want to I
There
just want to
should be
see.
an option to turn on low latency, which should keep you closer.
Did you just get a quest to unfortunate turn of events?
I've been fighting an algorithm this entire time we've been talking.
Okay, yeah.
Since I said, what the fuck is that?
There's a wild dog. Uh-huh. Fixed latency. Now, how do we get to that?
Not fixed latency, low latency.
Ah.
It's like an option. Oh, he one-shot me.
Oh, what level was he?
13.
You know what? The starting armor might actually help more, because the Kaer Morhen armor gives you, I think it winds up being like 25 or 30% damage resistance against monsters. I don't even know what level you are.
But was like 3% elemental resistance.
Ah.
That's all I don't have that isn't better than it right now.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Also,
are you
I've gotten rid of it.
What? Sin! Yeah, I used the... actually, it was
I
Kaer
only
Morhen
saved
armor.
the Witcher Steel Sword.
Ah. Yeah, was it the Kaer Morhen armor I upgrade? Oh. Sorry, I upgraded to the Warrior's Jacket, and then I just used it the whole game. I was like fighting the final boss. I went to Blood and Wine and the Hearts of Stone DLC, both with just the Warrior's Jacket.
Oh god.
And I beat them both. I did change up my pants and my gloves, though, and my boots. Although for most of the game, I just used cavalry gloves, so I had like these bright blue gloves, which I really like. The the Warrior's Jacket, and then my boots. I had these bright like brass boots that just gave me like plus 29% Igni intensity.
Okay.
Because I put everything into magic, and Igni was my favorite spell, or my favorite sign, and I just kept on it so hard. Oh, I just saw one hit you. That was... Oh. No, I don't want internet or Microsoft Edge.
You don't want internet?
I don't.
Don't worry, I'll take it off your hands.
Excellent. We have a third viewer. Thanks for joining us. Now, if you have
my dad.
But if it's not, I'd just like to say, without the consent of the the actual streamer, I would just like to say, if you have any requests of any actions or quests that you'd like him to take, please, just put it in the chat. And he will do it with unquestioning loyalty and fervor. Won't hesitate for a second. Yes. I'm all excited. To see what schemes and challenges your loyal followers request.
My very loyal followers, yeah.
Yes. And if it is, no, they're gone.
Scared them off.
It's possible. Elka Hess. You know what that does?
Drugs.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Can you cook the raw meat somehow?
No. See, that always frustrated me because I'm like, raw meat. Like, it was my favorite, or pretty much my go-to food, just because I would take out so many animals, mostly dogs. Are you fighting the Algul again? Oh no, you ran.
And I shot it and then fucked off.
Oh, I see you about to shoot it now.
I just wanted to show it. I
Missed?
just wanted to show it who's boss.
Oh, and then you shot it and you ran. Oh yeah, you showed it.
That's right,
who's
dogs.
boss. running away in a pack of like hiding in a pack of deer.
Fisticuffs.
Just shooting down deer. Reese, don't kill cows. You know the famous story. All right, I can either fill you in, or you can go kill cows, or you can just leave it a mystery.
I love
All
this.
All right, then all I'll say is this: cows have the fastest way to level up in this is to kill cows. Sounds like you died.
No, I'm fine. Totally fine.
Well, I'll find out
just
in
close the
like
stream.
30 seconds to I'll find out in 30 seconds to a minute. There's a big pack of dogs. Just gonna crossbow and punch them?
I was sure going to until there were way too many.
Holy Poopenheimer, that's a lot.
Then I decided to just die instead. My
Remember, with the
solving skills are
I see the warg, and
unparalleled.
that's what I heard you say right before you died. Oh man, it's like mouth is covered in blood too, so right after it got you, made it look extra brutal. I was gonna say, all the... Yeah, if you don't want the game to be a challenge, just keep using the Quen sign.
Oh, I've been using it religiously.
Excellent. Not from what I've seen. If you want to use it religiously, you can't have it off for a second. It's nice to have, but it's one of those things where it's just... It's too important not to use.
Can't get me up here, sucker. You know what I did, but I must have stolen something.
Oh, I see it. I see. Oh, there, all the guards are attacking you. I love all the guards. I like how you're climbing on the roof to get out of there. Now
They don't seem to take damage, so...
Well, they are level 20.
Whittle this guy down. Oh yeah, crit. What? Sucker.
I like that they all just taunt you. None of them are arbalists. I was just thinking, I don't even know if there's any enemies with like bows in this other than crossbows.
There's bandits who were shooting me with bows.
Oh, okay. What's the general word for bow? Because there's like crossbows, and then then like I guess just string like pole bows or whatever we'd call them. Just usually get divided into categories. Yeah, I guess that's it because it's just the base for it. That itself is the bow. Wow, you almost died jumping off that roof.
It was part of my master plan.
Ah, yes. What beautiful water effects. That's one thing that's nice about watching other people play. You have more time to examine the beauty of the world.
Stupid drowner.
I like that he's just watching you as you're trying to get on the boat. Just casually like, I'll take this, and he's like, Fanilfka! Ah, the Witcher's too sneaky. It must be those mutations.
He's got cat eyes!
His eyes got kitty eyes. He was... Oh, I see the drowners just sim right below the surface.
Chest.
Those drowners were great. They just then just like popped out of the water. Ooh, that's a cool detail. All their fins are actually sticking out when they're in the water.
Yeah. They also seem to die very easily.
Yeah, when
Wow.
they're in water, they do. Just because there's no way to fight underwater than a crossbow, so you got your 2 shots.
I don't have a curved sword anymore.
Did your sword break? Or did you find something better?
I found something debatably better.
Oh, I'm all curious now. Ooh! Is it Harval?
Yeah.
I'm curious how far apart we are now. Oh yeah, you're looking at your inventory now. Let's see. Got 2 different swords. Harval, Igni intensity and chance to cause burning. I'd have to see the Wild Hunt sword. Yeah, they're both comparable. It depends if you're going like a crit build. You'll definitely if you're going for a crit build, you definitely want the Wild Hunt sword. But because you can call the rune stuff, oh, you're just, you know, I was gonna put that in the chat feed when I saw your sword, and I was like, curved swords, curved swords.
That's all I can think about when I have it, so it's probably for the best that I get rid of it. I'm gonna keep it forever though.
Even if you find another curved sword?
Yes.
Beautiful. Man, all those bonus abilities, I'm surprised. Like, I guess, yeah, Blood and Wine adding all those. That health one was, like, super crucial for my playthrough. I can't imagine. Well, actually, I can't imagine I'm doing, well, like, Death March. Yeah, I'm doing Death March on, without it. It's just so, it makes things so much easier, because then you don't have to worry about healing yourself, or just constantly gobbling food. I feel as though it's just passive healing is something that, well, maybe it's not that it should be in the game. But definitely improve the quality of life for me a bit. One problem, though, is that I'd get so used to just having the healing on that I'd start a fight without already having it, and I'd be like, wait, why am I not healing?
No.
Ah! So curious.
I'm allergic to the water.
I gotta see everything separate. And just hearing your reactions makes me so curious. Like, there's so much anticipation. It's like, what could possibly have created such a sound? Or elicited such a sound?
Water.
Don't know the right word. Is that in the water?
No. It's on the shore. It seems to not like going in the water.
Ah. Until you see what they really do. Have you fought Warhead yet?
Nope.
Have fun.
It also seems to take no damage from the crossbow.
Ah, yes. What level is it?
I think.
8.
I'm level 6 right now.
Okay.
Also, for the record, if you go back and watch that first stream that I did of this, I snarked at you, even though you weren't there, when he gave me the crossbow.
Oh, because of our discussion about ranged weapons and, you know, it not being a crossbow. Yeah. How was the Griffin fight for you?
I had to redo it once.
Ah.
And then again.
See,
Twice.
one thing that always spurs me onwards is, or makes me fight extra hard and cautiously, is if a fight's really epic and there's a bunch of music, just having to restart it, I feel will be like such a tone kill that it just becomes a game rather than like an immersive fight. So I have to make sure I win the first time. I did that with the Griffin.
Oh, it threw goo at me.
That's actually its poo.
Oh, it's got gross boobies.
It does. Welcome to The Witcher. You just jumped in the water to go fight Aunt May during this.
Hey, you're not so far behind anymore.
Yeah, I'm slowly catching up. We're in sync now. That doesn't sound good. Shit. Ugh. Oh nope, she just whipped mud. I swear there's some creature that throws their poo at you in this. Maybe I'm thinking another game, because there's a lot of games where creatures throw their poo as weapons.
Dark Souls.
What creature was
Literally
that?
Dark Souls. Those dudes at the top of Blighttown with the big clubs.
They don't throw their poo. You just get it as a drop.
They can throw it.
Can
they
they?
don't, but they can.
When you say they
it
don't, you
auto-saved.
mean it's like unlikely, but or you just making a joke? I'm actually curious now if it's in the mechanics.
Never know.
Which you're at 5 capture card incoming. What's that mean?
Good bit of comma.
Go on.
Got a capture card coming in. You can use those to stream. I can have an actual overlay on the stream.
Oh.
When someone follows, it shows it on the screen and stuff.
Ah, so it'll be like bling, like you know, Keenan has began to follow you. Call the police.
Call the police, yeah.
So I'm trying to organize Age of
back
Might
here, you
for
fucker.
tomorrow. So I shall be back. I will return to the stream in but a few minutes. Just so you know, your loyal follower will return.
Okay.
And your most loyal follower loves you.
Seem pretty disloyal.
Go on. My loyalty's being challenged. That's it. I'm gonna go play Minecraft. I'm gonna go watch my little brother play Minecraft. That's how loyal I am.
Just go ahead and prove me right.
Ah, I won't. I won't.
Traitor!
No, I'll never. No, that's no. Got nothing. All I have to say is no. That was. Oh.
I knew you would betray me.
Yes. All that advice I've given you in The Witcher is false. Dimetrium bombs actually just make Geralt infertile.
I knew it.
Yes.
Now nobody will ever have to see the gross boobies again.
By the sounds of that, you've won. Against this water hag.
Yeah.
La la la.
Impossible. That was the only one.
I hope that music
Oh,
helped
Marauder's
inspire
Bridge.
you in the
I
fight.
wonder if there's marauders on it.
Wait, I like that you finished it with the crossbow.
Aye. Aye.
I'm doing important work for science. So if you're confused at some point, don't question.
Okay. If you get really injured, stand still. I want to see if Geralt changes his animation based on health.
I've
Now
done
I'm
my
confused.
science.
Judging by the fact that there's a Nilfgaardian soldier there, I feel like you're gonna try hitting him with the Ard sign to knock him off, and then he kills you.
While searching for the witch Ciri had
I
quarreled
don't think
with,
he's the
Geralt
one.
ran into
You
an
selected
old
the
friend,
Ard sign, I knew
Kira
it.
Metz. Sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to taken shelter in his hideout.
Oh,
Witcher
so
set
close.
off to find it. With
Yeah, no,
Kira
he
in
wasn't the
tow.
one that killed me.
Ciri had never reached the Elven.
Oh,
Maze,
you're surrounded by
yet the
5 of
Wild
them, and then
Hunt
there's an
had.
arbalist
The
nearby.
ghostly retinue was one step ahead of.
Oh,
Geralt,
that
or
guy
so
just
it
like
seemed.
that looks
The
sick
Witcher
how he
felt
took
it
you
always
out. He like
lost,
uppercut you
until
right in the
Kira
jaw
gave
with
him
the
a
sword,
new
and you
lead.
flew
The
back,
crones of Crookback Bog.
Yeah.
and then they stole your money.
Yeah.
I think that's canon that Geralt's just causing shit. While searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage.
She showed him her
Ciri,
boobies.
it seemed, had taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher said, oh, Ciri never reached the Elven Mage, yet the Wild Hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead, the Crones of Crookback Bog.
So I helped this guard fight a drowner once.
Yeah?
Killed the drowner, and then he just kept driving by on his horse trying to fucking murder me.
Are you sure it was a guard?
Yeah.
It's probably because you had your weapon out near him. I don't know for certain. I don't think I've ever
just
been in a
mugged.
friendly NPC battle that's not in a city. And... Because I was in Novigrad once, and I got attacked by some thugs, and then the guards just came in and took him out pretty quick. I see all those Nilfgaardian soldiers fighting wild dogs. If you do a successful counterattack on a dog, you can hit it. Oh! Did that Nilfgaardian soldier just take you out?
Yes.
Oh!
And that's why I said I've been mugged.
Oh! And it wasn't even... You weren't even hostile to him, and he wasn't hostile to you. I like how that wild dog still has the its name, like as though it's still an active enemy.
Yeah.
They take a lot of gold, by the way, in case that is a concern to you. They take like 30 or 40%, if not half. It's a lot. But yeah, if you parry a dog, then you get that little hit, and it feels cool.
It's pretty underwhelming feeling to me, so I don't try to do it.
Ah, no, I can see that. It isn't super flashy, but I like it. And only a few enemies. You can only do that with a few enemies. Mostly just dogs. I always like trying to block a bear, and that just sends you flying.
Oh god, I fought a bear. When I saved that guy's goat.
Oh my god, the fucking goat! Oh, it's a really good goat. There's none like her. Need that goat.
I honestly thought when that started that he was telling me that he only wanted the goat so that he could sacrifice it for blood. But then he made me go get a rat or something.
Ah, yes. He milked the goat.
He did milk the goat.
Yes, I've milked the goat before.
And then he
It's
mixed
weird.
it with rat blood and drank it.
And then you get that really crazy music that's like, and then like that like heavy beat. Yeah, that has all the music in this, but then you get those like heavy beats in the background. Alright, I'm gonna go, and I shall be back. Don't you go, don't Geralt too hard without me.
I've killed the entire world. I am literally the only being alive.
Ah, excellent. There's only 2 viewers, so I feel justified in doing this, or safe in doing this.
Ought to just destroy it.
For a while.
That was the wrong choice. well, anybody that's still here, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna call it for now, and then Keenan and I will be back later to do a little bit of They Were Here, so feel free to stop by. Thanks for watching.